One second, folks. Back with another reaction, as well as a sleepy and stretching Luca. Hello, yes, I am talking about you. And we're returning for the Human League's 1986 album Crash. And the next tune is simply Jam. And I should mention this is the 1986 album, but it is the 2005 remaster? 2008? I forget. It's a remaster, though, from the early to mid, or rather mid to late 2000s at some point. In any case, Jam is the next song. It's a single word title. Jam, in a musical context, you're inclined to think of a jam where, in some sense, you are improvising or working out parts and transitions on the fly. You are in a jam session. Of course, jam can mean a gridlock or a blockage or a buildup of material, or and interpret that word as widely or metaphorically as you will, but which prevents passage or movement per se. A jam can also be a type of food. I feel like that meaning is exceedingly unlikely. Perhaps it'll function on multiple levels, but yeah, I am curious, and it is a bit opaque because, one, the word itself, and number two, it's a word by itself, which is to say with no additional context. Let's see what I can catch on a first listen. This is the Human League. The track is Jam, and it's from their 1986 album Crash. Like a little triple clap. Oh! Very acid-like. Oki's vocals on this one, I'm very much enjoying. It's whoa, whoa, whoas. So I think the next time I go to a supermarket, I'm gonna walk around the aisles singing this. Gotta get some jam. But no, I don't think it actually relates to jam in that sense. I do think the musical context is there, and there's also like a personal emotional story on two sides. But it does feel like he is saying, you know what, for my part, I'd rather just spend my life jamming, dancing, listening to music, and maybe tuning out or lowering the volume of emotion and relationships and those complications. And then the line, it was like, I know you're gonna go back, not come back, which would suggest motion toward, but go back, motion away from maybe. So I don't know if the other person is like choosing to not do what the narrator is doing. But yeah, it sounds like there is a combination of emotional story being told, but also some sort of social environment, or like the idea of committing yourself to living in a certain way, maybe because it makes other aspects of your life more manageable or tolerable. And again, I do think there's like an emotion, romantic love dimension to this, but that doesn't seem to be the only facet of it. So yeah, I do wonder if it is very much like, you know, I need jam in the sense that I need to focus on this because this is, you know, something that is cathartic or enjoyable or allows me to remain on a relatively even keel, whereas if I lean into me and you or emotions on a romantic or deeper level, it's more perilous, it's more unclear what's going to happen. But as I said, it feels like maybe the narrator's making a different choice than the person being addressed. Either way, I love the sonics. As I said, there's a couple elements in there which have a bit of an acidic sound. I don't know if it was actually a 303, but there was a little synth wrinkle which had an acidic sound. There was also like a funky synth bass, which gave it a bit of a like synth funk flavor. But then also, you know, these keyboard chords and overall composition that feels very Human League. Again, I feel like even without Oki's vocals, which again I especially enjoyed on this track, I still think I could identify it as a Human League tune. That being said, there were a couple points along the way where it was like, if you put Hadley's voice in here, I could hear this as like a Spandau tune from the mid-'80s. Maybe even like on the more commercial end of their output, OMD or something like that. So there were a couple moments where I felt like, oh, like, you know, this could be a hit tune from another synth pop group famous for their 80s material that I'm familiar with. But nevertheless, as I said, I feel like it is also, you know, very identifiably Human League. The female vocals are in there, but definitely like more restrained on this one. It's more Oki leading, again, with a bit of rasp, a bit of fire at some points, which I very much enjoyed, and also, you know, some of those ascending vocal runs, which I did enjoy as well. So yeah, a very compelling tune. The last couple I think have been particularly good, so I'm enjoying this album very much. Let me know what you think, and Sleepy Luca and I will see you for the next one. Peace.